Welcome to another robotics video. This video is for challenge 7. Let's get started. Let's go to this PC icon on our desktop, double click on it. Then we'll go down to network locations, find our H drive, our 320 number, double click on that. Double click on our My Robotics folder. Double click on our folder called Graphical RC PC Files. And as I said, we're doing challenge 7. It's its own standalone file, so we're just going to double click on it. It'll open up and we'll be ready to go. Now, as usual, we're going to go through, make sure everything is configured correctly. We go to Robot, VEX Cortex Communication Mode, USB only, good. Compiler target, physical robot, good. Platform type, VEX 2.0 Cortex, good. And as usual, Natural Language 2.0 is selected, but we don't want that. We want to instead select Natural Language PLTW. Okay. All right. Now we're ready to begin. Okay. So we're going to be working with a repeat forever loop. Now, a loop, as you probably know already, is a bit of code that runs the same code that's within it over and over and over. It can be super useful when you have to write a lot of the same code over and over. It can save a lot of time. All right. So I'm going to find our repeat forever block. I'm going to drag it out, and notice it's sort of a container. All the code that we're going to be putting in will go inside right here. Okay. All right. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in an Untitled Touch command. So Untitled Touch. All right. And this particular code, this particular project is going to be using the limit switch, the right motor, a bump switch, and a green LED. So all right, so this first command is going to be for the limit switch. So we're going to click on the arrow, select limit switch. Next command is a start motor. Just bring that right up underneath. Okay, start motor, and we have to tell it the port. The motor that we're going to start is the right motor, and we can just leave that at 95. Change it if you want. I'm just going to leave it. Also going to bring in a green LED. So turn LED light on. I'm going to make sure that it knows where to find that by clicking green LED. And then I'm going to bring in another Until Touch command right underneath that. And that one's going to be for the bump switch. Then I'm going to bring in a stop motor command. And that is going to be for the right motor. And then lastly, it's going to, one more command, turn LED off. Tell it which LED. All right, so here is our code. This is a very short assignment. So here's what's going to happen. When we press the limit switch, the right motor will turn on and it will stay running. In addition to that, the green LED will turn on, and that'll stay on too. And now they'll stay on all day if you let them, or until the battery runs out, until you do what? Yep, that's right, until you hit the bump switch. When you hit the bump switch, what's going to happen? Well, it's going to execute this code. It'll stop the right motor, stop the green LED, okay? But this program will actually keep running over and over. So we would not have to hit the start button to start it over again. We just hit the limit switch and it would keep going. So let me demonstrate that. So I'm going to say save, compile, download. All right. Now, when I click start, nothing happens because it's waiting for me to hit the limit switch. Now, when I hit the limit switch, motor turns on, green light turns on. When I hit the bump switch, the motor turns off, green light turns off. Now, notice that in the program debug window, it's giving me the option to click stop. Why is it doing that? Because the program is technically still running. I could do this all day long. Just click on the limit switch, then the bump switch, limit switch, bump switch. So we're in this forever loop and we have no way out. Now, loops are cool and it's a good idea to use loops, but it's also a good idea to program a way to get out of it without having to click this particular stop button. It's a good idea to have something in the code itself. So, and that is what we will cover in the next project.